The most expensive automobiles in the world, including Lamborghinis worth millions of dollars, are abandoned to gather dust in the desert close to Dubai in pictures that would make any supercar enthusiast cry. Pictures of rows and rows of deteriorating cars that have been exposed to the sweltering desert heat for months are horrifying as they have layers of dirt on them. But who keeps dumping $100,000 worth of supercars in the desert? Let's find out. Today, we're going to talk about an interesting topic called Supercars Graveyard in Dubai. Make sure to watch the video till the end so you don't miss the most exciting part. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Dubai is a place of luxury and wealth. Everything you see from buildings to homes to shopping malls is the epitome of wealth, and there is hardly anyone living there who doesn't fantasize about driving their favorite car. Supercars, though, are what everyone's attention is currently being drawn to. They are attracting interest because they are sought after, represent an expensive brand, and put on incredible shows that make you feel like you own the world. The streets of London, Los Angeles, Monaco, Paris, New York, and Dubai are pretty frequently filled with supercars like Ferrari, Lamborghinis, Porsches, Bentleys, and many other luxury vehicles. However, millions of supercars may also be found in the United Arab Emirates airports and various parking lots, particularly in Dubai. What's wrong with that, you may ask? Well, nothing would have been wrong if the automobiles had only been present temporarily. The odd thing about them, though, is that those cars have been left there to rust. The luxury cars, some of which cost millions of dollars, have been lying there for a long time. So today, we will talk about why the supercars are abandoned in Dubai and what happens to them when no one comes to claim them. No one would have thought that cars that cost millions of dollars would be abandoned every year in Dubai, and not just 2 or 3, but thousands of them by their owners. In fact, it's a common practice there. This caused a big debate on social media when someone spotted the picture of a $1.6 million Ferrari ENZO. At first, people believed that these cars were abandoned by some wealthy, affluent individuals who didn't appreciate the vehicles and left them because they acquired new ones or became tired of them. But the reality is much different. So, let's take a look at the real reasons why these supercars are abandoned in Dubai. Financial crisis. People travel to Dubai to pursue their careers. However, due to the financial crisis, relatively few of them succeed in doing so. The remainder of them struggle professionally, and occasionally, even after purchasing their dream car, they are unable to pay the remaining amount. As a result, they dump the car and leave the city to escape being arrested. Then, there are foreigners who also obtain well-paying positions and purchase a variety of opulent items, occasionally even a supercar, but they found it difficult to maintain their standard of living during the financial crisis. As a result, when their owners declare bankruptcy, many expensive vehicles like BMWs, Ferraris, and Lamborghinis are left behind. The strict law in Dubai. Dubai's judicial system abides by Sharia law, and if a debt is not paid in full as required, it is a crime. There have been documented instances of foreign workers who have been barred from the United Arab Emirates for a single missing credit card payment, or a single rejected check being prevented from leaving the country. As a result, many expats are compelled to flee their life in order to escape jail time, frequently while holding their vehicle keys in their hand. But the outbreak of abandoned cars isn't only a ruse used by runaway foreigners. Many locals are also using it as a tactic because they've been seduced by Dubai's richer-than-rich mentality and are caught up in the dangerous game of keeping up with the Joneses. However, when the economy weakens, they are unable to make their loan payments and eventually go bankrupt. Now, if there's one benefit to the UAE's epidemic of abandoned cars, it's that auto fans can now purchase some great vehicles at steep discounts. So, what happens to these abandoned supercars in Dubai? Well, to be specific, when abandoned cars are found by the police and authorities, they notify the owners of these cars. The majority of the time, owners opt to disregard the notification and fail to appear for their expensive cars, which results in the cars being seized. These vehicles are then frequently left unclaimed and sold at auction for a considerably cheaper price. Basically, a notification is issued for abandoned vehicles, and the owners receive a text message, but the vehicle gets seized if the owner doesn't reply within 15 days. According to Dubai legislation, owners of seized cars have 6 months to pay a fine and reclaim their vehicle after it has been detained. The abandoned or seized automobiles are auctioned off for a smaller portion of their original cost when the 6-month deadline has passed. Abu Majid Safrey, director of the Waste Management Department in Dubai, says that while some of the cars are eventually relocated and impounded because of their obstruction of roads or impact on safety, others are left in their original location for months or even years before being recovered and recycled. The images of these cars have also sparked fury among many on social media, with many assuming that Dubai's super rich is so wealthy and unaware of the value of their goods that they simply abandon their cars when it becomes stale and purchase another. Additionally, according to some statistics, more than 3,000 cars are abandoned each year in Dubai's metropolitan core. So anyone looking to purchase a premium vehicle at a significantly reduced cost can check out their car auctions hosted in Dubai. Now, if you're wondering about a way to dodge Dubai's strict laws, then there is a piece of good news for you. According to some amendments made in some recent years, citizens and expats with debts in Dubai can now negotiate through the courts rather than risk jail time. Apart from this, Dubai lending institutions can now face foreigners through an international banking system, and as a result, you don't hear stories of abandoned cars anymore, other than those who are too lazy or too wealthy to dispose of them properly. And if you are thinking about getting your hands on one of these abandoned beauties at a cheap price, then here are a couple of things you need to keep in mind. First of all, supercar auctions are normally invitation-only events. However, there may be some exceptions. Interested buyers must register with the police and show that they have the money to cover the needed deposit as soon as the auction of abandoned cars is posted. The registration procedure is completed prior to the prospective purchasers receiving an invitation to participate in the auction. Following that, authorized auto dealers can buy a car straight from the auction. A brochure with all the details about the vehicles participating at the event is distributed to every guest. Guests must register for the live auction at the counter by bringing their Emirate identification card and a deposit fee. Each visitor is then assigned a bidder number, which they use to submit their bids. A panel of 4 or 5 individuals then conducts the auction, and the car is then sold to the highest bidder. And within 48 hours of the auction's end, the payment for the car that was up for auction must be made. Most importantly, also keep in mind that neither the manufacturer nor the dealers provide any type of warranty on these vehicles. So buy at your own risk, fellas. Nevertheless, Dubai is home to one of the richest scrapyards in the world due to the abundance of abandoned cars and accident-damaged vehicles. Supercar Blondie, a popular YouTuber, recently went to a scrapyard in Dubai and discovered hundreds of abandoned supercars and opulent limousines, including models from Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, Rolls-Royce, Ferrari, and Lamborghini. One of the videos posted on our YouTube channel features aerial footage of numerous abandoned and broken cars, many of which are high-end luxury automobiles. So, while it may sound like a graveyard, it can turn into a treasure for all the car lovers out there, if only they happen to be in the right place at the right time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more valuable content like this. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.